We all have plans in our lives. For me in particular, I like everything to be planned well in advance. But sometimes our plans are not God's plan. Whatever God's plan is always the best. Yes, God's plan was the best ever to happen in my life. Coming from a small town close to Salem in Tamil Nadu, I never wanted to join any religious congregation or to become a priest, in that sense, a Jesuit priest. I completed my school studies, graduated in mathematics, did my B.Ed studies. Then I started working as a teacher for almost 5 years. Then came a time I had to decide about my future. So keeping all that in mind, I got transferred to my hometown and started looking for a girl to get married. It was at this time, one of my cousins, he finished his 12th standard and then came to me for guidance on what to do next. I suggested him that he join some religious congregation. At that time, Father John Messi, then a scholastic belonging to the Bombay Jesuit province, had come home for his holidays. I told my cousin that he goes and meets him and then get clarity about what can be done. Father John Messi put us in contact with Father Brian D'Souza, vocation promoter of the Bombay Jesuits. He was coming for a meeting to Tamil Nadu. So he wanted to meet my cousin and see what can be done. Since I was involved in this process, my cousin told me that I should stay with Father Brian and then to act as a translator. Father Brian was communicating everything in English, and then I had to communicate the same message to my family members in Tamil. Father Brian, after meeting my cousin, he suggested him that he takes more time before joining the Jesuits. Then he came to me and then he told me that, why don't you join the Jesuits? This was the last thing I ever expected from Father Brian. Because I had everything in my plan, like I just got transferred and I almost booked the bike, and then I was looking for a girl to get married. So never in my plan to join a religious congregation as such. But Father Brian proposed that at least I come for this come and see program. I thought about it and then took a lot of time to see what can be done. Then I thought, okay, at least I'll take a break from my teaching career and then come to Bombay and then take a vacation for at least 1 year and then go back to my place and then proceed with my regular life. Everything changed when I entered Vinnarasa. When I stepped into Vinnarasa, I realized that this is what God has been preparing me for. The whole time of pre-novitiate, that come and see program was a time of discernment for me. Wherever I went, whatever I did, whoever I met, I always ask this question, whether this is what God has been preparing me for. All my doubts, my worries, my anxieties were cleared during the discernment retreat with Father Philip Teresa in the pre-novitiate. From then on, I realized that God chose me to be a Jesuit. God has been gracious to me in the Jesuit formation. Coming from a place in Tamil Nadu, for me everything was different. Different culture, different people and different language. And learning Marathi was rather difficult for me. But with God's grace, I could even teach the children at Uplat all in Marathi. Being placed at Manmad, God has given many opportunities and possibilities to reach out to His people and to give glory to God. When Jesus says, "You did not choose me, but I chose you, and to bear fruit." Yes, God has chosen me and made as His instrument of grace. As I prepare for my priestly ministry to reach out to people and to empower children to give glory to God, I request you all to keep me in your prayers as I prepare for this special occasion of priestly ordination.